Purple tea has become something that we as Kenyans are extremely proud of in the tea world. It was actually originally created in India 25 years ago, and Kenyan Tea Institute took it over to perfect the cultivar. The actual tea blend was my second blend that I created about 2.5 years ago. I found a really beautiful raw purple tea leaf that had a lot of character to it, also had a lot of beautiful color to it. I spent a lot of time trying to figure out what else can I put in to complement, and that's the blending process that I go through. So that was the creation of Purple Haze. I always want to brew the teas cold to see what happens, just to have some fun with it. And when I did that, that's when I realized, okay, so it's beautiful on its own. Let me add a little bit of gin. Instead of tonic, let me add some gin. And that's where the genesis of the gin came through.
So one of the reasons I knew that we could work with Muthaiga tea was being able to tell straight away the quality of the ingredients was exceptional. And that's also what we're about at KO. We source the majority of our ingredients from within Kenya, dealing directly with the farmers. Quality is everything. Kenya has natural African juniper that grows in specific areas, and it has a very, very different flavor to the European Juniperus communis. And it is a lot more green, more creamy, a lot more intense flavor, probably like 3 times more intense than European juniper. And it's very hard to add that juniper to an existing recipe because it's such a powerful flavor. So you kind of have to build a recipe up from the African juniper. And I found that the Purple Haze worked really well. It added some texture, had some really kind of floral, soft notes that complemented the African juniper. There was no time-sensitive pressure, so I got to do every single variation of this recipe that I possibly wanted to. When we were very happy with the recipe, we presented it to T and our CEO, Alex.
It was one of the nicest gins I've ever tried. Purple Haze itself, the actual tea, was standing strong. The finish of the gin is quite creamy, and it has the vanilla notes, which is again from the Purple Haze. So it complemented the gin very well.
We made, I think, 2 more tweaks to the recipe based on all of the general feedback, and it was ready to go. So it happened really organically. It was really more fun than anything.